let's talk about something that as human beings we love to deny. And that's kind of why I'm doing it at this time of day, because it fits perfectly. Our shadow self, right? We push this away a lot as like society. We don't get taught about it. We don't taught to embrace it. We don't get taught to bring it to the conscious or to the light. We get taught to push it down, push it away. Even though this is a huge part of our identity, it shows up quite a lot. And it's a lot of the time is we give ourselves these labels like I'm a good person, they're a good person, but you're only talking about a small aspect of their personality, right? We have many different layers to our personality which we refuse to bring to the conscious. Bring to the conscious. And it's not until we bring these behaviors to the conscious is actually when we get to, transcend them. Otherwise, they're kind of running the show in the subconscious mind, or in the unconscious mind, I should say. And Carl Jung talks about this a lot in his work, which I've just recently got into his work and taken my shadow work to another level and started to really analyze my own shadow behaviors, right? Because I know that our identities aren't just this one label and we like to simplify it. And when you actually get to know someone, you actually start to notice their shadow self as you would when you are in a relationship with someone. When you truly know someone, you get to know their shadow self, their triggers, their insecurities, the things that kind of run the show and that in the shadow. And then when you actually are in a relationship, it gives you the perfect opportunity to bring the unconscious to the light because you have someone else reflecting it to you. So that's the real positive bit about being in a relationship, because you're able to do that shadow work and work properly through it. But it's something that we've been really thinking about. It's how much as a society we don't, we try and focus on all the good in that, and it actually starts suppressing the bad by just focusing on the good, and then the bad gets unleashed without us knowing or having any control of it. And Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot. It's like a weak man is someone who is, so I'm trying to put this in the West, a weak man is someone who's, is a dangerous man, right? Because I haven't mastered this monster inside of him. And a strong man has mastered this shadow aspect, the monster inside of him. He's got to know the shadow aspect of himself, and then he's able to understand the shadow aspect in other people. So when you start understanding in yourself, you transcend to the opposite. And I think we have to understand that society, it's not everything's just that one bad or good label that we like to give it. And it's like, for example, the government's all bad, and I'm like, no, they actually have good aspects to them as well. The people who are leading it have good aspects. Yeah, they probably are very unconscious to their shadow self, right? And it's the same thing in us. It's like we're not just all good and we like to project out that we're all just this good. But as a human conditioning, we are good and good and bad isn't inseparable. So it's like getting to know the shadow self and bring it to the conscious, so then you can control the monster within.